show jumping is back. We are at Thunderbird Show Park, about to get underway with the 2022 season. We're here with Keean White, co-founder of the Major League Show Jumping Tour, and we're going to go through some power rankings. We have several returning teams, including the defending champion, as well as several new teams. So Keean, can we break this down a little bit?
Yeah, we thought we'd kind of do a power ranking to start the season. We've got a bunch of new teams and kind of give everyone an idea based on stats and odds, kind of where they're sitting today. And then throughout the season, we can kind of follow the rankings and see how they move up and how they move down. We've got a new team actually called the Northern Light. It's a Canadian-based team. It's supported by a bunch of Canadians. They're coming with a bunch of rookies. They've got Sam Walker, who was actually very strong last year for the Diamond Devils. He was clear about 75% of the time. And then they've added Vanessa Mannix, who's a veteran Canadian rider, Sean Jobin, who's new to this, Darren DeLynn, who's also new, and they've got a very good friend of mine, Juan Ortiz, who's kind of their honorary Canadian. So they're coming in at 8 in the power ranking. They're all rookies. They've got kind of a big step to go, but don't underestimate this team. They could definitely surprise us this year.
All right, and moving on, number 7 in your power rankings is?
Number 7, I'm going to go with the Crusaders. They actually finished second last year. They've got also some rookies joining their squad this year. They've got Catherine Strauss and Callie Schott jumping in, both Major League rookies. They've got Nick Della Gioia, who actually came off quite a strong winter. So we'll kind of have to see how it goes. But again, they're starting some rookies, and I'm kind of ranking the teams with the number of rookies at the bottom to start. And we'll see throughout the season how these rookies sort of react, and we'll go from there.
All right, and number 6 in the power rankings goes to?
Number 6, I'm going to go with the Roadrunners. They've also got a new rookie join their squad, Alexis Sokolov. Returning Kyle King, Caitlin Campbell. They were both very strong last year. These guys also added Kristen Vanderveen. So this is a team that also at the end of the year could be at the top of the podium. I know going to the final last year, they were actually right in contention to win the whole thing. It didn't go their way at the final, but Kyle and Caitlin are kind of the anchors of this team. They're very clutch, and it's a team to watch for.
And number 5?
Number 5, I'm going to go with the Trailblazers. This is it's a returning team with a new name. This team has Daniel Blumen, who is one of the strongest Major League riders. I think he was one of the most consistent last year. They've also got Jessica Mendoza, and they added a very strong rider, Nikki Galligan, who has a horse that's an absolute weapon for this class. He was actually integral. He helped the Crusaders finish second last year at the final, and Kara Rather, who's the team owner, sort of swooped up and grabbed him. So I think this is going to be a very interesting team.
Yeah, we'll see what they have in store for us. And moving on to the top half of our power rankings, who do you have in 4th place?
So we have another returning team, new name. This is going to be the Spy Coast Spies. Shane Sweetenham is the team captain. They return Margie Engel and Jordan Coyle and Lacey Gilbertson. They add 2 rookies, Tanner Karakin and Ashley Vogel. But it's a very strong team. I mean, you put Shane and Jordan and Margie on a team, they're very strong.
Yeah, they'll certainly be one to watch. And what about 3rd place?
3rd place, I'm putting Team Lugano 3rd in the power rankings. I think a few may have had them lower. They do have Kent Farrington, who's one of the top riders in the world. They also have Erin Ballard, who's been the top-ranked woman rider in the world. Now, they do have a number of rookies. They've got Hillary McNerney and Vanessa Hood, who are riding here. They've got Natalie Dean returning. She was very strong last year. And another rookie, Carly Faraday. So it kind of depends on who they start every week. But the horsepower on this team is maybe the top horsepower in the league.
All right, moving to the top 2, who do you have in 2nd place?
So it's not going to be quite as dramatic as we all hoped. I'm going to go with Helios, which is a returning team, new name. Ashley Bond heads up this team with Carl Cook and Eugenio Garza. Bliss Hears has also joined this team with her famous horse Antidote. And then they got Marky Blumen and Simon McCarthy. It's a very strong team. They're 6 deep. They have great horsepower. They're all fast. And they've got great sort of team chemistry. I think that can't be something overlooked. Team chemistry in any team event's very important, and they really have it.
Well, and if their riding skills add up to what their abilities in the draw party this week were, I mean, they're in a good position. They got the last place in the team competition, or they got first place in the canoe race, meaning they will go last in the team competition, which is prime position to be in. So that just leaves one left. Can you talk about your pick for number one?
So obviously, returning champions, eye candy. Of course, Erica didn't just sit on her hands all winter. She got to work to make her team stronger, and she's added Daniel Coyle. So she's returning Amy Miller, she's returning Connor Swale, she's returning Jacqueline Steffens, she's returning Paul O'Shea, and she added Daniel Coyle. So that team is stacked. They're fast, they're competitive, they have also great team chemistry. You know, it's a group of riders that all get along incredibly. They're missing their sort of Canadian queen, Amy Miller, this week, but I think the team's in good hands, and I know she'll be back soon to help carry the torch.
Well, why fix what's not broken? That sounds great. They have 4 of their 6 team members from last year, the championship team, returning, so they are sure to be one to watch. We'll see if these power rankings stay the same. You made some excellent predictions. We have our team competition coming up shortly. We'll see where everyone falls and how these power rankings change over the next 10 competitions. Thank you very much, Keean.
Cool, thanks.